Okay, let's do this. Aloha, everyone. Let me know if you can hear everything okay. Okay, let me get my windows up. Aloha, everyone. My goodness, there's already 80 of you online. This is amazing. Okay. I can hear myself, but it seems like I need more volume, so I'm going to give myself a little bit more volume. You guys let me know how that goes. Ooh, that's too much. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Let it be, let it be. All right. Oh boy. Okay, some quick shouts for everyone. Hi, Jenny and Margaret at the top. Maureen, yay. Okay, people got signed in. Jim from Skokie, great to see you in Michigan. Tracy from North Carolina. Maggie from Michigan, also great to see you in Michigan. Nancy, welcome. Jill from Anchorage. Janice, Lake Tahoe, awesome. George from Appalachia. Fiona, Lily and Fiona from Melbourne, how wonderful. Renee from San Jose, can't do a B flat. Oh, you gotta smoosh. Smoosh, that's the way I describe it. Nancy in San Diego, I might be in San Diego soon. Maybe, hopefully. I will keep you posted. Susan from Duluth, B flat is a rough one. Michael from Modesto, awesome. Susan, Timo, awesome video, Timo, for day 50 of our 100 Days of Ukulele Songs. It's been so cool to see that whole cohort of players support each other and, keep up with each other's progress. It's really neat. Greg from Bainbridge, Washington. Diana from Rhode Island, awesome. Renee from Colorado, Amy, Jesse from Kansas, excellent. Linda, awesome. Saw you in Michigan. You guys have your new Tide Learner Ooks, excellent. Carol, hello. Tony from the UK, nice. Karen, you made it, hooray. What happened, Karen? I want to know. Maybe you already posted it. Rachel from Santa Monica, awesome. Holly from Kansas. Jim from Spokane, nice. Doug from Salem. Maria from NYC, awesome, Maria. And Lisa also from NYC. Connie from Portland. Dawn from far northern California. Elaine from Locust Grove, Virginia. Cool. Lemony, UK gal living in Portugal. Ooh. All right, wonderful. Boa noite. How do I say that? Someone tell me. Okay, Rachel's first lesson. Awesome, great. Glad you could join. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Sorry. Christina, hello. Mark, also doing the 100 days. Sue, plus 30 in Ontario. Is that 30 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit? Okay, another Renee, excellent. Ejiro, do we say Ejiro? Is that how I pronounce it? Let me know how I pronounce it. From Dubai, oh my goodness. Awesome, I don't know how many Dubai folks we have, but you might be the first. Jessica from Toronto. Tor is back. Hi, Tor. Let's see. Good, okay. Wendy from Alabama. Wendy, I'm gonna get you your song. I promise. Wendy gets a custom song, and I am working on it. I will work on it when I'm on vacation. How about that? That'll be fun for me. Chenwei from Concord, excellent. Close by. Sharon Marie from Wisconsin, awesome. Kabocha Katai, I always love that. That's so cool. Okay, 3:33 in Dubai. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Holly, yes. Margaret, yes. Okay. Bob from Oakland Ook Jam. Great. Beck from Montana. Fran from Issaquah. Will, hello. Miss Indy P. Tink. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many of you. Okay. All right. I'm just going to skip ahead now. Let's do this real thing. But I see a bunch of new names, and thank you so much for joining. We have 89 watching now. How neat. Excellent. I'm playing my signature ukulele, which is okay. So Ohana has told me that some dealers are already pre-ordering for people. I didn't know that you could do that, so I'm gonna check with Ohana what the deal is in terms of what you need to tell your dealer. But I think you just call your local Ohana authorized dealer and say, I need to order the signature uk, and I think they can get it for you. Yeah? Oh shoot, I have things falling. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today we're going to work on Let It Be. Thank you all for joining. Okay, hopefully everybody's refreshed and caught up, and it sounds like the volume's okay, so keep letting me know. Okay, Paula's asking about Stairway. So I'm not going to do another tutorial. You can watch the live lesson. So Paula, you have access to the live lesson. I'll just do another post where I outline everything from Stairway. There's a problem now that YouTube has taken down Stairway to Heaven Part 1. So I have to figure out some way to get that tutorial up for people. I was considering putting it on Facebook, but then not everybody has access to Facebook. So I'm still trying to figure that out. We'll get some sort of private place for Stairway that patrons can get to. But all patrons can watch, or everyone, it should be everyone who's watching at this level, the live lesson level, will get access to Stairway to Heaven Part 2 and 3 live lesson. So look for that. And then you can get both of those lessons, yeah? Oh yeah, we can put it on the forum. That's a great idea. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone's like, where's Stairway Part 1? And unfortunately on YouTube, it doesn't say like, YouTube has taken this down. It says the uploader has made this unavailable. So it's unclear what that means, you know? But it's a copyright thing that the copyright holders have said, meaning the lawyers for Led Zeppelin have said, like, you know what? It's not available for anyone to use, which is a shame. Because everybody loves that song so much. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at Let It Be. Yeah, someone tell Will to refresh if he hasn't gotten it yet. Yeah. Let's take a look at our chord chart. Yeah. So let's go to the verse. Yeah. And Paula, you're saying what I made it get taken down, so that's amazing. Okay, so let's go to the verse and single strum through the verse there, just so that we start getting a sense of the structure. I mean, pretty much everyone knows the tune of Let It Be. So let's single strum and sing and just kind of get the structure of the first verse, okay? So we have our C here. So sing together. When I find myself in G, times of trouble, A minor, Mother Mary, F comes to me. Okay, so now you're going to go to the next line that says 1 and 2. Yeah, so that's the second line of both of those verses. C, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. You got an F with a star. Just play for F right now. Let it be to the C. Okay, right. Let's do that again. I'll explain the F star right after we do verse 2. So go to the second line of the verse, and in my hour of darkness, C. And in my hour of darkness, G. She Let it be to the C. Let's keep going here. Chorus, A minor. Let it be, G, let it be, F, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of G wisdom, let it be F star to the C. Okay, so you can see that most of this song is just these 4 chords. There are I'm yours chords, right? The C, G, A minor, F. And so this is a very beginner friendly song, but I always like to throw in some challenges, some ways to make it a little bit more exciting for those who are advanced beginner or even intermediate. Okay, so the first little thing we're gonna add is a riff. So on the F star, yep, go to the intro line, okay? So the intro line at the top on the chord chart, we're going to play C, G, A minor to the F, then we go C, G. Now we have the F star, so you're going to play instead what's above on the F star, the optional riff, the F, single strum F, then C, D minor, okay, and then go to the C. Okay, so F star is replaced by F, C, D minor, which is kind of fast. So the count on that would be F is 1, 2, C is 3, D minor is 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go right to the C for the next one. Okay, so the way that sounds is, let's say if we go back to our verse with the single strums, we'll go, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Now try the riff here. Let it be F, C, D minor, C. Okay? Now take a second and just see if you can get yourself used to F, stretch to the C, but don't let your F move too far away, because to go back to the D minor, you just put your F right back down and tuck your ring finger back in. D minor, C. So let's all try that a little bit, just in the time. We'll go F, C, D minor, C. A little slower than I'll count it. We'll go 2, 3, 4. F, 2, C, D minor, C, 2, 3, again. F, 2, C, D minor, C, 2, 3, again. F, C, D minor, C. Okay, so you could practice that on your own to get it up to speed, okay? Let's try verse 2. A little bit more up to tempo with the riff, okay? Verse 2, and in my hour of darkness, single strums. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Riff, let it be F, C, D minor, C. Okay, so you can see it's a little faster, but it really kind of captures that, that's like, riff, rundown, that little run. There are different terms that musicians use for just like, you know, this special thing that happens, right? Yesterday in our intermediate workshop, we talked about a lick. A lick and a riff and a run, they're kind of all the same thing. It's just like a cluster of like moving notes that sounds cool. Yep, okay. So let's do the chorus. It also includes the riff, yeah? A minor, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, riff, let it be F, C, D minor, C. Okay? Cool. So if you're more of a beginner, you can focus on that. You can play this whole song with just single strums, and then see if you can incorporate the riff. Okay. So Next, let's work on the rock strum. That's the strum that I'd like to add to the verse. This song has a traditional rock beat, meaning that you feel the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and where in, say, reggae, or like when we learn I'm Yours, we learn the backbeat. So the emphasis is on the and. We go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. In rock, you focus on the count. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. I think of it as the head banging beat, and I've mentioned that sometimes, and people like that too. Yeah, you think about 1 and 2 and 1, what you do at a rock concert. Yeah, Lynn says walk down. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, maybe, sure, that all works. Lick, run, walk down, riff. Yeah. So let's try it on muted strings. Yeah. So that when I learn a new strum, I like to have everyone just mute the strings with their left hand. Lightly touch the strings so that they don't make any sound, so that you focus on the scratch. Yeah. Okay. Right. So if we go 1 and 2 and, so it says down, 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 up, like big D, little d, big D, little d, U. Ignore the U for right now. Okay. Ignore the up strum. We're just going to focus on the down strums. Hi, Ram Todd and Lauren, welcome. Okay, so if you want to think of it with counts, some people like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and some people like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. It just kind of depends on how you are mentally counting it. Okay, let's just focus on the big D's first. Okay, so I'll count 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and we're only going to strum on the numbers, on the counts, right? So we go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. You can bang your head. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Christina is our resident rocker for sure. Okay, so now I want you to get a sense of that space. There's a lot of space actually in between each headbang. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and okay, the space is what teaches us rhythm, and I learned that from my percussionist friend in New York, that percussionists, drummers think about actually the space in between the hits, which is, I think, different than what instrumentalists think about. You know, if we're thinking about hit the 1, hit the 2, you're not actually thinking about the space in between, but rhythm players, percussionists, they think about the space in between. Okay, so now let's add small strums on the and, in the and. Okay, if you want to add the up, you can, but you could just do a small light strum for the little d. Okay, so it would go like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, it may be that when I stopped counting, you lost track of where you were. Now that's what you want to build up for yourself, that you know where the count is, where the space is, even when I'm not audibly telling you where it is. Okay, so something that you can think about for yourself. So let's go really slow. Okay, so I'm only going to count the numbers, but I'm going to play the little d strum. Okay, ready? So we'll go 1 and 2 and 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, really slow, right? We'll count up. You can do 1 little strum and 2 The and is just down, up, and okay? They're right back to back, so you have to go down. Don't let your hand go too far away because you're going right back up, down, up, and yeah. Cool. So this is, I find that students have a tough time with this strum because it is so rhythmic, even though we've all heard the rock beat a million times, but to incorporate it into your body is a different feel, yeah? Good. Yeah, definitely. It's all about space. Okay, so let's try that slowly and we'll build it up and see if you can keep the head banging going. Okay, so we go 1 and 2 and a 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 1 and 2. If you lose track, just do the 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. A little faster. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and if you need to, say it to yourself. That helps a lot. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a, okay? So go slower to give yourself time to connect, yeah, brain and body, connecting the down strum with the up strum and that sense of space. So 1 and 2 and okay? The and right, has to come right before the next strum down. George has a quote: "The music is not in the notes, but in the silence between Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart." Amazing. That's right. I'm just quoting Mozart here. Paraphrasing, maybe. Okay, so let's see if we can do that on C. Okay, so let's start with our head banging, yeah? So we'll go 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2. Now mark the ands, and 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2. I'm head banging for you. 1 and 2. And if you lose track, go back just to the head bang. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and okay. So keep working on that. Don't worry if you don't get it right now. It is a challenge to find that timing, and it's really more practice than anything. So focus on that, the head banging counts, until you can get a sense of that space for the smaller counts. And then for those of you who are a little bit more advanced, see if you can be more precise with the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, right? Where you put the timing of those and beats. They should be right in the middle of the headbanging beats. So yeah, Lynn, my plan is actually to make a rock strum specific tutorial, just a really like strumming technique specific tutorial, because we really need it. So I'm glad I got a chance to pick this song. Thank you all for voting for Cynthia's choice. That was the first month that it actually got some votes. got enough votes that I got to make a choice. But I thought our vote winner was a great choice, because everybody loves Let It Be, and I love that the chords are relatively beginner, Okay, now let's try. All right, now this is harder when we only do one of the strum, the rock strum. We're just going to go down, 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 up, and then move right to the G, right? Moving through our chord pattern. G, A minor, to the F, and the C, right? And the G. We're going to the second line of the verse. We go to okay, now here you break off of the rock strum and do your riff. F, C, D minor, C. And then you can go back. On that last C, you can go back to the rock strum if you feel like you got it, and if you don't feel like you got it, then just play a single strum. It's totally fine. Okay, cool. Well, Lynn shared that it took her over a year to feel the backbeat, and that's an awesome thing to share, because I think it gives other people, a sense of like how much time it can take, and that's perfectly fine. I think it probably took me like several years to understand jazz music theory, and so yeah, which we just started with some our intermediate students yesterday. So give yourself time. Okay, let's try this. Yeah. So I'm gonna go slowly and just play the first line in a round. Okay, so we're just gonna go C, G, A minor, and F. Okay, focus on the head banging beats, and if you feel like you got that, then add those other rock strum beats. Okay, but just that first line of the verse, we're gonna keep turning that around slowly. We'll go 1 and 2 and a C and 2, G, 2 and A minor and a F, back to C and a G and A minor and F. Right, feel those head being. Now count it. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1. One more time. So let's do that, then we'll go to the second line, right? Let's try to add the second line with the riff. We'll go for it and then we'll explain it. Okay, verse? Let's sing it if you want to, or you could just let me sing it. You concentrate on the playing. Ready? On the C. 1, 2, 3. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Second line. Speaking words of wisdom, riff, let it be F, C, D minor, C. Okay, hopefully that went okay. So let's just look at that second line, speaking words of wisdom. Speaking words of wisdom, 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and I didn't play it out there, but that's okay. All right, I was focused on this counting. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and the second line again. Speaking words of wisdom. Ready, 2, ready, and speaking words of wisdom. Here we go. Let it be 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and okay. So if you're more of a beginner, then I would say worry less about the timing and worry or focus more on just getting the riff in time, right? It's not so much about the specific timing yet. Just see if you can get that change in there and then join everybody on that C again. Yep. Okay, cool. So let's try it from the top. We'll go intro, verse, chorus, and let's see how it goes. I think we could keep going verse, chorus, and then we'll go to that break, okay? Here we go. Okay? All right, so the intro gives us a chance to play it without the singing, yeah? So sing, count. Let me know if you have questions. Let's give it a try from the top. Ready? Feel the head banging. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2. A minor, 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1. Here we go, riff and a 1 and 2 and 1 and so sing it. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. pause right there. Okay, everybody feeling okay? Again, get back to the head banging if you lose track of where you are. All right, verse 3. Ready? 2, 3. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer. Let it be, ref. There we go. 4. And though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be. 2, 3, and 1. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Second chorus. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Okay, we'll pause there. You like the yup? I have to rewind and find out where I'm saying yup. I'm just agreeing with myself. Yup. All right. So now we get to the break. The break is cool and is an extra fun thing for, challenging yourself a little bit. Okay. So if we look at the break, we're just looking at chords here, right? So we go F, C, D minor. Okay. So the first measure is just like our riff, right? Looking at the break. F, C, D minor. Okay, now we're looking at the second measure of the break. We go C. So the timing of this is all like the riff, right? It's 1 and 2 and then the second measure 1 and 2 and yep. So that's totally hard. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah, and no worries. This is for the beginner-friendly version. Single strums is the way to go. Have more fun learning the chord transitions and singing along. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so that second measure is really fast. So you're going to go 1 and C and then go to your B flat. So people were asking about B flat. So what I would do from the C is take my index finger and put it across the E and A strings, but turn it to the thumb side of the index finger, right? So I go from here, I turn it to this side, and then you get a little bit more surface area across the strings, a little more pressure. So you're pushing against your thumb in the back here. Yep. And then you can assemble your other fingers for the B flat. Ugh. That was not good. There we go. So C, right? B flat. You can assemble this finger first. And then to the F, you move your middle finger up and lift the index finger. Okay, so let's try that slowly. That's hard for most everybody, right? So you go C, B flat, F, C, B flat, F. Everybody try that on your own. C, B flat, F. And I encourage you to look at your fingers and look for ways to make it more efficient. C, B flat, F. Right? There's barely any movement B flat from my B flat to my F. My index finger hardly has to move. Fernando's like, is there an alternate B flat? Not an easy one. I mean, there's this, right? There's not an easy one. Yeah, I would say, yeah. I think it's a good shape to work on because you'll need it as a movable chord shape. In other songs, I use the same shape for C. On Creep, you use that same shape for B. So yeah, there are different B flats. You could potentially play it without the ring finger. It's close. It depends on the song, but you could get away with that, yeah. But I would encourage you to actually try to build the finger flexibility to get that full B flat. Yep, so make sure that you are pushing against your thumb in the back. If your thumb is way up here, then your fingers won't have room to move forward. And an exercise you can try is to go to your B flat and then just try to flex those fingers forward. So as the fingers move forward, they'll have more pressure pushing back into the fretboard. Does that make sense? Yeah, so if you're like strangling your oud, then you have no room for your fingers to give pressure and strength. So make sure that you are getting flexible with it. Awesome. Jenny's gonna give a B flat tutorial at the New York Ook Squad meetup. If you guys like the yup, in my shows, I have a tendency to say "all right" after the end of every song, and my partner always makes fun of me for it because, like, if you watch one of my shows, it's like literally every song I'm like, "all right," and then like, "all right." I don't know. They're just, those are little weird performer habits. Okay, so yeah, B flat is a very lovable chord. It seems challenging, but it will help you in life. I don't know. That seems extreme, but yes. Okay, sorry. I think I'm a little bit flat here. Yeah. Oof. Okay. These strings are still relatively new. Okay. So, let's look at the break, okay, timing wise. Ready? You go F, so we go 1 and 2 and then C, 1 and B flat, 2 and, right? Okay. That's those first two measures, and then G and F are even. So you go G, 2, well, let's stay with our 1 and 2 and 1 and on the G, F, 2 and then to C. Okay, let me play the whole thing with the timing. I don't know why this is asking me a message. Sorry. There we go. I'm just trying to approve something on the chat. Here we go. So let's try this together. Yep. In the proper timing but slower for the break. Okay, so I'll go 1 and 2 and F and C, D minor, C and B flat, F, G and F and C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that still might be too fast for you. Go ahead and slow it down even more, but let's try it at that same pace. Keep up as best you can. For those of you who are like, this is terrible, I hate it, just play the first chord, okay? Consider it like a single strum thing. Just go F, da, 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 da. Pick the chords you want to play and play those. Yep, that's totally fine. All right, here we go. Ready? Break. 2, 3, 4. F and C, D minor, C and B flat, F, G and F and C. Okay. Ooh, sun just came out. Okay. Okay. So there's a strumming version, right? Because most people find it easier to put their fingers around chord shapes. There is a picking version. You can see the tab there. The tab is based on those chords. For those who are more intermediate, the tab for the break is based on inversions for the chords that you see there. So for those who are more intermediate, if you want to be clever and figure out which inversion, you could try to do that, okay? And for me, it's actually, I find it much easier to remember what tab to play when I know what the inversion is. Yep. Okay. All right, so if you want to try it, go ahead and go to your tab here. All right, how did I teach this before? Okay, so you can do 2 fingers, you can just do the thumb, whatever you like, but let's go with just the A string, okay? So we start with 12, and you should have a dot at the top of your ukulele for 12, or on the front, okay? At the top or on the front, yeah? Okay. Okay, so let's play for those of you who do not know what tab is yet, then just hang out, practice the chords for the break. For those of you who do read tab, you're just basically playing the fret that's named there and the number. And I put parentheses around the higher numbers so that you don't get confused of what they are. But let's just play the A string. So we're starting on 12. 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 0, 3. Okay, so you can check that out in terms of right, just playing the A line right now. Yep. Okay, here you go. One more time, the A line, right? Pick it if you know it. 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 0, 3. Oh, 3. There we go. Okay, now let's pick just the E line, okay? This is going to sound weird, all right? Just the E line. 13, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 3, 1, open. Okay, one more time, just the E line. So this is a way for you to break down this tab. I gave you 2 lines there because it sounds way cooler with 2 lines, and actually it sounds even cooler with 3 lines, but we're just going to keep it to these 2 lines for now. All right, the E string, 13, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 3, 1, open. Now try to put the 2 together. Now this is more challenging. We're not going to spend too much time on this. You can work on this on your own. Okay, ready? All right. So we'll go the F. Okay, now C, D minor, to the next C, B flat, F, G, F, C. Okay, we'll do that one more time, and then we're going to keep moving on because you can work on this on your own, okay? Yep. You could use these 2 fingers all the way down, and then if you learn the inversions, then you can do 3 fingers later on, all right? Okay, here we go. Ready? F, C, D minor, C, B flat, F, G, F, C. Okay. Okay, so let's try the break. I'll just strum the break. If you want to pick the break, go for it. But we're going to play through the break twice, strumming, and then let's go into the last verse, and we'll go through the end, yeah? And then I'm going to teach you that optional finger picking intro. Okay, here we go. Break, strumming on the break, starting with chords, okay? Ready? On the F, C, D minor. So we'll go 1 and 2 and F, 2, C and C, B flat, F, G, F, C. One more time, and F, C, D minor, C, B flat, F, G, F, C. Go back to your rock strum, verse 5. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me, right? Shine on till tomorrow. Let it be riff. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 6, I wake up Okay, now we end with the break, just those same chords. B flat, F, G, F, C. Okay. Yeah, the parentheses are so that you know that it's 12 and not 1 and 2. Yeah? Okay. So, for those who are more advanced, yeah, or just like finger picking, I have an optional finger picking intro for the for the beginning of the song. Because the song starts with just piano and then the band comes in, right? So, with the right hand, you're going to play 1, 3, 4. That's your thumb, middle finger, ring finger. I know my string and fingering naming system is all reversed, and maybe I should change it, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But that's okay. For now, you're going to pluck, right, the G, E, A strings and alternate with the C string. Okay? So, if we go to C, right, you're going to pluck 1, 3, 4 and then alternate with the C string, right? I definitely added you on the Facebook group, so you can try it again or email me with your Facebook email address. Yeah? Okay. So, here we go. Let's try this finger picking pattern on C, 1, 3, 4, and 2. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the G. Now go to the A minor. Now go to the F. Okay. Now let's try it on the verse, okay? So I'll sing it, just see that you can stay in time with where we are in the song. Ready? C. And this is, for the more advanced people. If you want to, you can just still single strum, yeah, or practice your rock strum. Ready? 1 and 2. When I find myself, G, in times of trouble, A minor, Mother Mary, F comes to me. C, speaking words, G, of wisdom, F, let it be. Now go to your riff. F, C, D minor, C. Okay, one more time. Now let's go with the second verse. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, riff, let it be. Okay, go to the chorus. Let it be, let it be, let it be. F, sorry, yeah, let it be. This is all optional. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be, riff. And then we go into the strumming there, yeah? Okay, let's try to play the whole song through all together at the end here. Hey, so you guys keep talking about Stairway to Heaven here. I will put a post up on Patreon that delineates where everything is, okay? So, don't worry too much about it. It will all get explained soon, but it is all in different places because it's such a long song and got kicked off of different places. So so don't worry about it. It will get resolved. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's play the whole thing all together. Pick it if you want. Just single strum it if you want. Practice your rock strum. Try to do your break. Try to do the tab. Whatever you like. Okay? And sing it if you know it. Here we go. From the top, I'll pick it, but feel free to strum it. Ready? C. We'll go 1 and 2 and G, A minor, to the F. Here we go. C and G, riff, F, C, D minor, C. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of more time. F, C, D minor, C, B flat, F, G, F, C. Verse 5. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Last break. B flat, F, G, F, Okay. All right. Thank you all for joining me today for this live lesson. There was a lot of ground that we covered, but again, you can always go back and just play it with the single strums, and you can even just skip the break, just go from the chorus into the next verse. Skip the break entirely, but it's something that gives you a little bit of challenge. Taking it to the tab and the finger picking intro gives you even more extra challenge. So I'll work on a play along for this and a specific rock strum tutorial, because there are a lot of rock strum songs that I want us to learn, and we really need that rock strum foundation. So awesome. Thank you all for joining. Make sure joining the Facebook group can definitely help. You can email patronhelp@cynthialynn.com, but make sure you email your Facebook email address. I think that's what you're going to need. I am going to have a Hawaiian ukulele workshop intensive for a summer performance, and I think I'm going to make that available for the $20 patrons. So if you like what we're doing here, we're going to do that in a live class format for a couple of Hawaiian songs, really focusing on vocals and Hawaiian pronunciation and all that good stuff. So you might be into that. I'll get that posted soon. And I got to get the t-shirts up online, because I sold out of t-shirts at the festivals, and it was so great to have all the patrons supporting. Hello, Elaine and JT Wooden Clocks, and some people I didn't get to see earlier. Fran, awesome. Getting to the G. Rachel's asking, getting from G to F. Watch my chord change tutorial on YouTube. There's a how to change chords tutorial. Maria says, grazie, thank you, prego. I just like saying prego. Yeah. Watch the chord change tutorial. Thank you, Aussies, for tuning in early in the morning. Holly, glad you could join the jazz class last night. Yeah, awesome. Carol wants to learn Hawaiian songs. It's going to be really fun. Bay Area folks are going to be able to join me for an actual performance with hula dancers. That's why we are learning these Hawaiian songs. But for those who aren't nearby, you can still take the class virtually. So, yeah. Hey, Carolyn, Miss Indy P-Tink, PT Ink is wearing her Load Hot t-shirt right now. Anne-Marie, awesome. Cool. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will get that info posted about Stairway to Heaven because everybody's looking for it, I know, but keep on strumming. You know what I like to say, 5 minutes a day. It's good for your brain, it's good for your soul. I am always just so thrilled to see all of you come together, and I mean, in my teaching method, I believe that playing together can make you a better player than playing by yourself. So this is why we come together. So thank you all for joining. And you can always rewatch this lesson. You can rewind it right now and watch it again, but it will always be available for you to watch unless YouTube decides to take it down. And then we will figure out some other place to put it, okay? All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you soon. Let's see when. The next time might be from Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii soon, and I'm going to be doing some jams from Hawaii, so that'll be really fun. So, yeah. More to come. Thank you all for joining me, and happy strumming. I will toot out now on my streaming. Okay, ciao everyone. Have a wonderful night, day.